University, and we have got a presentation of creativity and innovation. And here we are going to take an interview of Mr. Nadeem Shahid. Actually, we all are so delighted to take the interview because we want to know more about the jobs and all the stuff and how people work in the good environment. So, here we go.
So, we are university students and we come from Yorkville University. And we have a big project, and it is about creative person. So we heard lots of things from people of UPS, and I heard from my friend about you. Mm-hmm. So we found you very creative. Okay. So now we are going to taking your interview for finding some queries and other stuff. So how can you tell me that what the main role in the company you have?
So I work for UPS Supply Chain Solutions in the Customs Brokerage Department. I've worked there for the past 17 years. The main role is basically I manage brokerage operations for Western Canada, an office of about 70 people. We basically, the responsibilities of the individuals there are all the imports into Canada. So anyone that's a UPS client, all the imports into Canada, we clear it through customs.
Okay, so you are handling near about 17 or 20 people?
70.
70 people.
Yes.
Oh, that's really hard. So now I'm going to ask you that how you involved in this company and or this career?
Industry. So basically it all started when I first came here about 20 plus years ago. I had some odd jobs and stuff like that. So I kind of figured I needed to take my career somewhere. Went back to school, got an education in the field, and UPS was the first place that I started. Kind of stuck with it. Started off at the very bottom, data entry and whatnot. Got promoted about 5 years time, and then basically I went up from there. My initial manager showed some faith in me, and then he trained me on, before he retired, and then I just took over his role.
So yeah, it's very hard. So would you like to explain that how you deal with your personal challenges?
On a day-to-day basis, we deal with a lot of challenges. It's a pretty strenuous job, especially managing a large number of people, and you got to manage the organization as well as the productivity and the number of people. So how I manage it is basically, I don't let it get to me, first of all. You have to keep a clear mind. There's situations that happen on a daily basis. So and each situation is unique. Sometimes some customers' products are stuck at the border, or customs has an exam or something. Yeah. So basically, the key behind it is trying not to let it get to me.
Okay.
And just kind of surrounding myself with good people. So my direct reports are basically the key people. Okay. So that basically filters down, and they handle the day-to-day activities, and they report up to me. So if there's anything that they cannot handle, then they come up to me, and I basically sort things out.
Okay. That's quite hard. And I would like to ask you one more question. That is, can you please tell us about such creative ideas which make a mark of your talent in your previous working companies?
So, in terms of coming up with creative ideas on a daily basis, daily or weekly basis, I deal with a lot of different departments, be it IT, finance, accounting, you name it, it's all there. So I'm involved with a number of different projects, and I'm also involved with, I'm a big proponent of creating efficiencies within the work environment. So what that means basically is I look for ways to make the work easier, as well as get the people to work more effectively. So there's been situations where I've created processes within the workplace. I've created new teams with new customers, and created a work process to make it easier and simple for everyone. And I've done implementations all throughout Canada. even at other offices, and until today, basically, I'm what you call a subject matter expert for a number of different environments.
So that's really quite hard. But I want to ask you one more question. That would you like to tell us that who is your role model in your life?
My role model, I would consider my father.
So, okay, basically your father is your role model, and that's a great thing. So, at the end of the interview, I want to ask that would you like to give any kind of motivation to a new coming generation and some creative ideas or any kind of thing would you like to explain to us so we can apply in our lives?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, basically, one of the things is I bring in new people to the organization all the time in terms of hiring people and giving them a break. And one of the things I tell them is put your head down, work hard, make sure you listen to your superiors and what they tell you, how they explain to you. One of the most important things in a work environment is always try to write down what you are being told. It's the best way to retain information. And when you're in a new workplace, it's easier to absorb that information if you're writing it down.
Yeah, that's really important because we're grabbing information